if you're sleeping well, that means you're not doing your job well. I'm like, what? No, no, no. I really do not agree to that notion. Hi, family members. Good day and welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of this great family. I really appreciate it. If you are new here, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, turn on your notification. I'll be really glad you did. So today I'm going to talk about motivational speakers, but not really about them, about one of their saying which I don't really agree with, and I'm going to tell you why. So recently, I think about last month, I saw someone post online, a supposedly motivational speaker, saying, if you're sleeping well, that means you're not doing your job well. I'm like, what? No, no, no. I really do not agree to that notion, because sleep is good. I know, of course, you don't want to be lazy, you want to be at the top of your game, you don't want to sleep too much. But you saying, if I am sleeping well, that means I am not doing my job well. It's no, 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 I do not agree. I am not a thief. So why won't I sleep well? I mean, I'm not a criminal. Why won't I sleep well? So I'm just going to talk briefly about this. You know, most of these motivational speakers have pushed youth, young men, young women to the limit. They've pushed them to the extent at which they shouldn't get to. Even these motivational speakers, they don't even do half of what they tell you to do. I mean, it's good for us to be encouraged. It's good for us to be, motivated to do things, but not like pushing us to the edge where we don't really need that. So let's take, for example, you work 9 to 5. That's the average working hour. 9 to 5, 8 hours. Let's say you live somewhere far away from your work. You have to wake up and leave home like 6 a.m. or so. You have to be on the road for 3 hours before you get to the work. Let's just say. And you have to wake up as early as 5 a.m. I mean. Then when you get back home, around 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and you eat, you do everything. Let's say by 11 you're in bed, and by 5 you're awake again, or let's say by 6 you're awake. So that means you're getting about 6 to 8 hours of sleep, which is okay. So are you saying that is too much, or are you saying that's not okay? Even from the Bible, we are made to understand that sleep is a gift from God. Psalm 127 verse 2 made us to understand that in vain do men rise early and sleep late. No, this is not a call to laziness or anything, but I'm just trying to say, sleeping well is an evidence that you are at peace. And peace is an evidence of good health. If you are not healthy, then what job are you doing? I mean, if your aim in life is not to sleep well so that you would think you are doing your job well, then what's the essence of working then if you can't sleep? So please, I'm trying to say you can sleep well and do your job well. Now, there's a difference between sleeping well and sleeping too much, or sleeping when you shouldn't be. But if you're sleeping when you should, then that's okay. So please don't allow any motivational speaker push you to the edge, or tell you that if you are sleeping well, you're not doing your job well. If you are doing this, you're not doing that. Rich people sleep only 2 hours a night. Rich people, please sleep. Sleep, my brothers and sisters. Scientists, they've recommended average of 7 to 9 hours of sleep for adults in a day. You don't have to sleep till 9 hours. If you sleep 6 hours in 24 hours, that's okay. Sleeping for a short period of time in a night, just because you think you are hardworking, has proven to be very hazardous to the brain, has proven to lead some people to the early grave, and has proven to give some people some diseases they don't want to encounter. Sleeping helps your body rejuvenate. It helps your body revive every lost energy during the day. So why don't you want to sleep well? Do you think not sleeping well is a recipe for being rich? No, no, no. Because those who are rich and don't sleep well, they eventually end up spending the money they are getting on their health. I believe health is the ultimate wealth. So please don't let anyone, any motivational speaker or anything, make your health secondary and gaining wealth primary. Wealth is always secondary to health. And one of the reasons why some youth fall into the hands of these motivational speakers is guilty conscience. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but you know, they feel guilty for sleeping, not sleeping too much, for sleeping averagely. They feel guilty for doing what a normal person should do because someone has told them that they're not doing enough, then they do too much. I'm saying you can sleep well and do your job well. It's all about maximizing the time you have. Let's say you sleep for 7 hours in 24 hours. The remaining 17 hours, you will maximize it to do whatever you need to do. You don't have to do all of those things on the night. You know what I mean? And you don't even have to sleep all the sleep at a stretch. If you cannot sleep for 7 hours on the night, you can sleep 5 hours on the night, then maybe 2 hours during the day. Disclaimer, this is not a medical video. No, this video is not to give recommendation on sleep, but this video is just to let you know that you can do your job well and still sleep well. You know, one of these evidence is seen in Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 12. You know, that place made us to understand that the sleep of a laboring man is sweet. I mean, if you're laboring and you rest, it's good. Rest is good after labor. So why not rest? Please don't let anyone push you to think it is bad to rest, to sleep well. Sleeping too much is bad, but sleeping well is good. Once you sleep, you should feel that you've slept well. You know why I'm so particular about this sleep thing? There are hundreds of things that motivational speakers tell us that I may agree to, I may not. But you see, this sleep matter, I won't let it slide. The reason is that since I've been in secondary school, I've been seeing people come to speak to us in our school about sleeping too much, and someone even told us that we shouldn't be sleeping more than 4 hours. I can't remember specifically, but the person said there is a particular rich man who doesn't sleep more than 2 hours a night. I'm like, what? 2 hours a night? And you want us as teenagers, as young secondary school students, to emulate that person because the person eventually became rich? No, I don't think messages like this should be passed. No. And I think one of the issues is the way these people put it. They put it in such a way that it will create fear and, you know, a kind of check in our hearts that will feel like, oh my God, hope I'm not doing this too much, hope I'm not doing that. I think the issue most times is that these people have good intention. They have right messages to pass, but the way they pass it to scare us, then they pass it the wrong way. I think this particular motivational speaker should have said, if you are sleeping too much, that means you're not doing your job well. Not if you are sleeping well. Because we as adults, we who Christ has finished the job on the cross for us, we who earn our living in a good way should actually sleep well. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, oh God, that's just on a lighter mood. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Let me know your view on this. But if you don't agree with me and you agree with the motivational speaker, please let me know in the comment section, because, you know, no one is an island of knowledge. You may explain it from the motivational speaker's point of view, and I'll be like, oh yeah, maybe this is what the person meant. I am just explaining it the way I heard it and the way I think most average youths in the audience would understand that sentence. If you're sleeping well, that means you're not doing your job well. So please, let me know your view in the comment section. And please, add examples of statements motivational speakers have made that you really do not agree with. And if possible, add a better way of putting it. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.